digesters and the composting building will be computer controlled. Special wireless sensors installed in each cell will provide data so the process can be adjusted daily. Product quality will be maintained by taking samples from each digester daily and will be tested in the in-house lab. Throughout the process, the temperature, aeration, acidity, moisture content, and other compost critical parameters are monitored, and if any of these factors vary from the required, they can be adjusted without stopping the process. These microbes look healthy, happy, and well fed. The nutrient balance of compost can be adjusted. Therefore, it can meet the needs of specialty growers in niche markets. Compost could be marketed in more than one grade, since it can be modified with amendments. Collectively, microbes present a fascinating world of minuscule creatures, which together encompass all the processes of which terrestrial life is capable. Creatures which have profound effects on our lives and surroundings. Microbes are everywhere, normally invisible. They are abundant in the soil, air, water, and food. All living organisms must be comfortable so that they can be healthy and productive. These microorganisms produce enough heat in their metabolic process to kill all harmful organisms and weed seeds. Microbes have a truly enormous influence on people's lives. They clean up the environment and they make soil fertile. They are all important in food technology. Is it possible that microbes really split and resplit 17 million times in 24 hours? According to science, if the microbes are comfortable, it is possible. That means our workforce is constantly expanding. Few non-scientists are aware of the crucially important part microbes play. For example, in sewage treatment and waste disposal, sewage treatment is absolutely fundamental to our social well-being. And microbes have effects of global importance, as when they clean up fouled lakes, rivers and beaches, or decompose plant material, animal corpses, to renew soil fertility. By recycling the waste of plants and animals, they constantly renew the supplies of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and nitrates, and even water, on which all life on this planet depends. Microbes are an intimate and essential part of the lives of all higher organisms, including ourselves. People all over the world have come to recognize the drastic impact that human population handling garbage with purpose and dignity. Everyone creates garbage, but no one wants to be associated with it. With the ice composting equipment and technology, the problems of NIMBY, banana, nag, etc. are eliminated. Facts obtained from the U.S. EPA. The most significant indirect benefit that in principle healthy soil could offer is to mitigate climate change or global warming by providing additional carbon sequestration, the returning of carbon from the atmosphere to the soil. Healthy soil can sequester additional amounts of carbon. First, general information on how to determine whether or not you can generate carbon credits. You cannot plan to reduce greenhouse gas emissions unless you understand what you currently emit. Similarly, you cannot understand the process of inventorying greenhouse gases until you have baseline knowledge of greenhouse gases themselves, their effects on climate change, and the process of how to inventory. Second, the three main greenhouse gases related to global climate change are carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide. Of all the greenhouse gases, methane will have a greater effect on global climate change. Third, in carbon accounting, U.S. EPA facts. Stormwater compost filters and odor control compost filters provide cost savings of approximately 50% over conventional soil, water, and air pollution remediation technologies. Thank you, U.S. EPA, for all your in-depth research and scientific printed materials. The tax dollars that were pre-invested to promote the importance of compost and healthy soil were well spent. A new generation of waste incinerators is being falsely promoted as renewable energy. The truth is that incinerators are energy wasters rather than generators and are a significant emitter of carbon dioxide. Incinerators, landfill gas capture systems, and landfill bioreactors are subsidized We must increase the nutrient value of our foods if we are to be a healthy society. We must be proactive and practice prevention. The earth is not a bottomless pit. We must replace what we remove, the cycle of life. The ultimate death of mankind begins with the death of the living soil. Composting has sustained us since the beginning of history, and is now entering into an era in which the intelligent use of scientific methods will enhance health in America is declining. How can we improve our ailing health care system? Simple. Improve the nutritional value of our foods by regaining and sustaining the health of our soils. The United States is 43rd in health care, and Japan is number 1 because they spend more health care dollars on prevention. The alarming fact is that foods, fruits, vegetables, and grains, now being raised on millions of acres of land, do not contain enough of the necessary minerals that are starving us, no matter how much of them we eat. No man of today can eat enough fruits and vegetables to supply his system with the minerals he requires for perfect health, because hello, wake up, sleeping giant. We must restore our agricultural lands and forests. There are chemicals to spray on the soil for insects and disease, chemicals for weeds, and finally chemicals for doctors to give sick patients that treat the symptom but not the problem. Chemical fertilizers and insecticides are poisons that destroy our crops by killing the soil. It is axiomatic that you don't build immunity with chemicals. You do this only with nutrition. As the pastoral life chronologically precedes the agricultural, so does the agriculture precede the manufacturing. And if we are now an information nation, we had better review this information and place agriculture and nutrition in the spotlight now. Our planet is dying. It is becoming less and less fit to sustain life. Fertile soils are disappearing. The fresh, clean waters are becoming polluted and poisoned. Vast forests are Forest Service Chief Michael Dombeck told Congress in 1997, quote, "Clearly we must deliver sustainable supplies of wood fiber for American homes, forage for livestock and minerals and energy that help support healthy economies. But the health of the land must be our first priority. Failing this, nothing else we do really matters." Unquote. We must increase the nutrient value of our foods if we are to be a healthy society. Consumers want quality, nutritious foods for their families, and they're willing to pay for it. An excerpt from Senate document number 264. After my research, including the Congressional Service of the Library of Congress, the United States Environmental Protection Agency, the General Accounting Office of the United States, and various top-rated universities, I made the following conclusion: that no study has ever been completed that adds all of the associated costs to process 1 ton of garbage in any city, county, or state in the United States. I commend the United States Department of Agriculture Research Center